Every year, thousands of people line up at airport terminals, looking for a better opportunity abroad. The drive to build a secure future for your family is powerful, but that drive creates a massive target. A sprawling shadow industry of middlemen, often called dalals, sells the promise of a fast-track shortcut to bypass the official system. And when you buy that shortcut, your money often just disappears. Migrants regularly hand over 6 to 10 lakh taka to these unauthorized agents for a supposed guaranteed placement in the Gulf or Europe. Under the legitimate global standard, the company hiring you is supposed to cover the cost of your recruitment and visa. You should not be paying to work. When an agent offers you a job today in exchange for a massive upfront fee, you have to decide if you are buying a genuine career opportunity or just funding your own exploitation. To strip away the guesswork, you need a strict 7-step verification protocol. It is an objective checklist to run through before you ever hand over a single taka or your passport. Paying an agent for an unofficial route does not actually bypass the bureaucracy. It simply strips away your legal rights and financial security before you even board the plane. Step 1 is evaluating the offer itself. Scammers almost always use free email services like Gmail or Yahoo, and they offer you the job without a formal interview to manufacture a false sense of urgency. Accepting that offer feels like an easy win because you skip the screening process. The trade-off is that you end up paying registration fees to a company that does not actually exist. Real companies thoroughly interview you. They also communicate using official corporate domains, not generic free email accounts. Step 2 is checking the visa type. A common tactic is an agent handing you a tourist visa and promising it will magically convert into a work permit once you land. The legal reality is that working on a tourist or visit visa, especially in jurisdictions like the GCC, is strictly illegal. The moment you start working, you face immediate arrest and deportation. Trading upfront convenience for a tourist visa guarantees you become an undocumented worker the second you arrive on the job site. You become entirely vulnerable to employer abuse, with zero legal recourse. Step 3 is watching for upfront fee extortion. This chart shows the double-dipping trap. The agency gets paid by the employer to find a worker, and then they illegally demand a second payment directly from you for the exact same placement. Taking out a high-interest loan to pay these illegal fees gives you an illusion of security, but it violates the global employer pays framework and puts you in a deep financial hole on day 1. Step 4 is medical routing. Fraudulent agents will often steer you towards specific, unauthorized private clinics for your required health screenings. These clinics charge heavily inflated prices to issue medical certificates that hold absolutely no official weight with foreign governments. When your paperwork is processed, destination immigration will reject those unauthorized tests. You will be forced to take them all over again and pay a second time at a government-sanctioned facility like GAMCA. Complying with these unverified demands does not speed up your application. It guarantees crippling personal debt while giving you exactly zero legal progress toward a legitimate job. Step 5 is agency verification. You cannot trust a middleman's verbal promise. You have to verify their license on official government databases, like the eMigrate portal. Skipping that background check saves you a few hours of research, but it risks tying your legal sponsorship to an agency that is already blacklisted or suspended for fraud. Step 6 is document control. Never hand over your original passport, national ID, or banking details to an agent who claims they need them for processing. When you offload the administrative paperwork by giving up your original physical documents, you hand total leverage over your life to a potential scammer. Grave trading the effort of handling your own paperwork for an agent's convenience turns your job search into a hostage situation. The agent can, and often will, demand a ransom just to give you your passport back. Step 7 is BMET clearance. This is the mandatory government-backed safety shield required for every single departing Bangladeshi worker. Bypassing this final checkpoint might seem like a great way to save time, but lacking this clearance guarantees you will be stopped at airport immigration and denied boarding. The official pathway starts online at the BMET portal and requires a mandatory biometric fingerprint enrollment at a government office. It is a free process. You then complete a mandatory pre-departure orientation. This training teaches you the specific labor laws and safety protocols of your host country. Completing those steps generates your QR-coded smart card, which serves as absolute proof that you and your new job are legally registered. Doing this yourself takes time and requires you to attend training, but it provides the only mechanism that ensures a legal exit and guarantees you have state protection if you ever find yourself stranded abroad. Migration scams thrive on a single vulnerability: a candidate's desperation and willingness to buy a shortcut. The shadow market sells the illusion that if you bypass your home country's rules, you also bypass the strict laws of your destination. You don't. This chart shows your choices. The Dalal and tourist visa route requires low effort, but leaves you with zero legal protection. In contrast, the 7-step protocol requires high upfront effort, moving you to the top right, securing maximum protection for your career and finances. This protocol applies to everyone. Skilled professionals must use it to verify corporate domains, while laborers must use it to verify agency licenses and secure their smart cards. Your passport and your life savings are your absolute leverage. Keep them in your hands until every single one of these 7 checkpoints glows green.